Hello everyone, I'm Subham and I'm building Vaanieval, which is the Datadog for voice AI, which means it is the platform where you can review every call and see what happened step by step at every step of your call. Like you can break down each and every piece of your call and see what happened. So I've been talking to a lot of voice AI founders recently, and I found people who are doing 10,000 calls or 20,000 calls every day. I asked them one simple question, like let's say if they got to know that there is a latency spike or there is a failure on the tool call level or there is some failure or some error somewhere in their call, how do they debug it and how much time it takes for them to look at the issue? So most of them told me that since they are using multiple flows like STT, TTS, and they are using traditional software for looking at the logs for those requests, it takes a lot of time. So in some cases, it takes more than an hour just to debug those 10 calls, to listen to those 10 calls because the recording is somewhere else, the request logs are somewhere else, then the everything else is scattered because they're using traditional software which are not built to track voice AI properly. So that's why I built Vaanieval, which is the Datadog for voice AI. I will show you what it does. But before that, if you want to try it out, if you are also doing a lot of calls and facing the same problem and want to try it out, reach me out on LinkedIn or go to vanieval.com and book a demo with me. I'll be happy to give you the access. I'm looking at a call. I can quickly show you what happened here. Like this is a long call that happened. This is an actual call data. Like I'm looking at all the calls that I have done. This call went on for 6 minutes 39 seconds. But what is important is I can see a spike here, like in the latency. It took 8.7 seconds for the LLM to respond. So I can just go ahead and zoom in here. Like I can just go ahead and zoom in and I can clearly see what happened. Like there was a agent speech here. I can go back to previous 10 seconds. I can play the audio.
Rishikesh, it is. Do you have a target month or dates for this 3-day luxury trip?
So this is a travel planner agent.
Yes, like 1 lakh.
So they are talking about some money and then again the
Thanks. About 1 lakh rupees for a luxury 3-day solo trip to Rishikesh noted. Which month or exact dates are you planning to travel?
December.
So user gave an input that, okay, I want to travel in this month, and then they have to wait for 8 seconds. So what happened in this 8 seconds? I can clearly see there was a STT call which got completed at this point, and then the LLM call. There is a gap between the STT and LLM call, which is clearly captured here. And then the yellow part that you see here is the tool call that happened. So the first tool call went to best time to visit. Sorry, the first one went to best time to visit, and there was another tool call for trip cost, right? Again, so it made two calls, and each LLM cost is taking 2.3 seconds, and three combined calls here took around 7 seconds, and that made this whole thing look like a very big latency gap. And I was able to debug that in less than 3 seconds. I was able to just zoom in and look at everything. If I want to look at more details, all that is available here on the UI. Like I can just go and look at that turn. Okay, so this one has a latency of 8 seconds, December, like we heard, right? So I can look at the LLM call, what happened. I can look at the tool call, what happened on that tool call, what was the exact request sent, what was the input given to my tool call, what was the response from that tool call. I can see that those exact details for every turn that happened. And I can debug the calls, like even if I have hundreds of calls to look at, I can debug them in one go in less than 10 seconds each call, right? I can clearly see this call also had some errors. So I will go there and I can click on failures only. So I can see what happened here. Like someone gave this input and two LLM calls happen in this turn. The first one got successful in 20 seconds, and the second one is has an error, right? So I can click on it. I can see more details about the request, response, and all that. And then I can also see what error uh, was captured, which is a read timeout. So I can debug it. And it was possible in less than 5 seconds. I can see, I can listen to the whole call. I can listen to the exact input, what was given, what Was the agent speech before this error? Why agent decided to call LLM? Why decided to call a specific tool? I can just zoom in and what is this tool called? I can just figure out, okay, that this tool got this result and all that in one go. This is what Vaanieval or this observability platform provides you. Complete information of your calls end to end so that you can listen to the call here. You can listen to each and every request that is going on like STT, LLM, TTS. You can see a breakdown here and then you can debug or improve your agents um, however you want. So currently we have this page where you can see all your calls, and then we also have a dashboard where you can look at the overall information like 63 I have done 63 calls using different agents that I have, and then the P50 latency is this, 95 is this, total turns which are taking more than 3 seconds have is 89% for me, right? And so on. Similarly, I can see STT performance, LLM performance, TTS performance, and everything like as a combined view over here, the tool performance, like the exact tool calls performance, which are the most important thing for your voice agent. Everything is available here. I'm also working on the alerts part where you can configure the alerts that if there is a latency spike, you can set up an alert which will be triggered to you. And then I'll show you how to set this up quickly. So you just need to go and create an API key from here. And then in your project, you need to, like if it's a Python project, we only support Python and Node.js for now, but we will support other languages also. If you want to request a new language, let me know. I'll be happy to add it. Okay, so we have Python SDK and Node.js SDK. So this is in the private beta state, so you will have to get access from me, and then then you can install the library from here, and then you just need to add these lines of code in your voice agent. Like this supports custom agent also. Like if you have built your agent completely custom, like you have stitched your own LLM, TTS, and STT, you can use it like this. If you're using LiveKit agent or PipeCAD agent, you need to add it like this. And then you need to add your API key in the environment variable, and then you're good. Like you can see your calls on the dashboard, and you can see all your calls flowing in this page where you can see the details as you want.